properly. Gonna get this out of the way a little bit. The usual beginning of the stream shenanigans. Oh, excuse me. Goodness. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put up some Discord. I gotta announce it in Discord before I do anything, of course. You can't see my screen right now because I am giving you the pleasure of seeing my face in full screen. Not that it is anyone's ask. I know nobody asked for this, but alas, you don't ask, you shall receive. Either way. Pirate Gem's going well. I made some progress in the game. At least visually, it looks a little bit more complete, so to speak. So we'll see. Stream viewers live now. Twitch is a link and YouTube link here. Hello. Hello, McCory. You are first. You are our most dedicated mod / viewer now. That is for sure. You had to stream right now? I'm in class. Oh, it's okay. Pay attention. Don't worry about it. But I do appreciate you putting me in the background. I'm sure that helps somehow. No worries, no worries. Just gonna be working here anyways. Go pay attention to your class and then I'll be working on my game. Some progress here. Let me change my screen real quick. Boom. Here we are. So, few things. Few interesting things, actually. Well, actually, I haven't talked to James in a while. Let me see. Oh, I should probably not show my email. I'm gonna let me hide my email real quick. Loop sounds amazing and perfectly fitting. Hello, Xander. Xander Pixel. Welcome back. You probably noticed the game has some stuff in it. I made some progress. I added some UI components, as you can see. I changed the resolution a little bit. But you see this animation, yeah, of the card. I got the little suckle card. I might have to make it a little bit taller so I can fit more image on this. But, I mean, there's some awkwardness here because I'm using tween to do this. And then, yeah, this is my little debug button here to test this out. It's not terrible. I mean, it could be better, but I mean, honestly, for Game Jam game, this is probably going to be as good as it gets at the moment. A little library card, and we got all this, so we'll figure that out. Zender says, "Thank you. Good to see your stream. Love the project. I want to learn to do a deck builder. Keep up the good work. Thanks." Well, this will be the true telltale sign of if I've actually learned anything from my experiments, you know? Because I'm remaking the deck builder, right? And actually for a project. So after this, right after this, I'm going to use everything I've relearned and re-implemented as a guide to do the final deck builder tutorial. So it'll be great. I think it will be useful for anyone who's actually just wanting to make the game. Bidding. Thanks for the help. Let me know if anything changes in your schedule and availability. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna send this email real quick. All right, next up. Got this right here. My doc. Honestly, this is a little misleading. Let's see. What do I choose for resolution here? Project setting. window, some little stuffy. 960, 540. 960 by 540 pixel. Okay, so we have something like this here. Zender says, wow, cool. This is a sketch project, how I call it. A sketch project. What does that mean? Okay, let's see. It's a test project for sure. I'm doing this little card-based tactics game thing for the Pirates Gem, so we'll see. Okay, next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to start making some game states, which I think should be globally accessible, a lot of these things. Yeah. I'm trying to think here. Globally accessible states. So I don't have to say, hey, pass me the state every time. So we'll do that. We'll say global state. Then create a script called global state probably. And that should probably be a resource or ref count it. Class name, global state. And that's basically just a bunch of variables and stuff like that. Let me see if there's global setting here. Practically speaking, I believe if I add this, can't add autoload and valid and must not collide with existing global script. Oh, maybe I need to change its name. Let's call it game state. And then we'll do global. And I'll need to figure out how it actually is used. Oh, weird. Okay, let me go look it up. Godot global. I never actually used it for myself, so this might be why I'm having trouble. Auto loads. So I'm going to read this because auto loads I think are meant to be used in a way where you just use it in any scene, but I also don't want it to collide between scene to scene, right? If I'm reusing it in different places. So I'm going to have to try and read and see what it does. Let's see. Godot offers a feature for automatically load nodes at the root of your project. At the root of your project. Okay, so you load it at the root of your project, allowing you to access them globally. That can fulfill the role of singleton. Perfect, that's what I'm looking for, right? Singleton is a single instance for the class that can be used throughout, so it's used in different places. No multiple copies of the instance exist, meaning if you change the property of the instance within it, right, a bunch of variables, then it's reflected everywhere that's being used. So let's see if there's anything specific on it. I don't know about functionality, but I definitely want to use properties here. GScript supports the creation of static function using static func when combined with class name. This makes it possible to create a library. You know, honestly, if I make every variable static anyways, then I don't even actually need to make it an auto load, right? I could just be like, hey, this is a ref count it or resource, doesn't really matter. And if I say it's like a static, let's say player life, for example, our player life is 10, right? Then I can technically go over here and where the life UI is. Because what I like doing in these UI components is that the UIs are listening, or like they're on every loop checking the source to get the value and then just displaying them, right? Because there's a separate, hey, sandbox. Welcome, says hello chat. Mikori's in class right now, apparently. Has put me in the background. So, but yeah. We're almost there. What was the last thing you saw here, Sandbox, with this pirate gem? I'm guessing at least you know what's going on with what I'm trying to do here. Debug global state hand image. I guess this should be. Oh my god, that's super loud in my ear. Was that loud on you guys too, or is it just me? I'm gonna have to change the mixer. But thanks. I'm gonna thank you in a bit. Just a second. I'm gonna lower this. That was crazy loud. Wait, why is it so loud in my ear? Weird. Okay. Well, thank you for the resub. Second month. 2 month of Prime sub. Thank you, Sandbox. Appreciate all the support and being a consistent following. In this dark times, we all could use a support and friend. Mikori says, I'm so confused. My MacBook went from China to Korea to Alaska, where it is right now. Mikori says, we don't hear the alerts. Oh, interesting. You didn't hear that? Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna do some shenanigans here to test that out. Test a theory. I'm gonna do a test alert. I think I can do that. Let's see. Sub, right? Do I see it go up there? Hold on. I gotta see it over here, I think. It's right here. Oh, I muted it. There it is. Okay. That's why it was super loud in my ear. Also, that is not the right sound that it played. Anyways, okay, well, that explains it. We're going to put UI folder here. UI. Then we'll have life UI here. And class name life UI. On ready var, it's going to have label. Life label, which will just be the label. And it's going to just work on process. Because I really don't care for it. Maybe there could be an update rate where it only updates every certain seconds if I really am worried about performance, but it really isn't a problem. Let's see. Ooh, I can access it. I love it. There you go. String versions of the player's life. Which means if I add another debug button, let's see. Mikori says bonjour to Sandbox. Nice. Mikori says, I think your audience turned off on the alerts. Yeah, I did. Sandbox says, I pulled the biggest brain move ever today. We had guests over and I used Steam Link on my phone to play Hyper Light Drifter, lol. Oh, did it work well? I mean, I know I did Steam Link by mistake to play games on here on my other machine. And then there was a slight delay, which I was like, oh, I mean, I guess I could do it, like if I actually have really limited graphics on my like laptop and phone. But playing it through a phone is kind of big brain move for sure. Actually playing Hyper Light Drifter on your phone. Hyper Light Drifter, lol. I was technically downstairs and one of the kids that was over asked to play Roblox with me, so I pretend to while. Oh, so you actually play what you wanted to play while tricking the others into thinking that you're playing with them. Big brain. Because says, should have played Shrimp Game, Roblox Squid Game. I'm not familiar with Roblox. Actually, surprisingly enough, I never even opened Roblox or installed, so I actually don't know how it goes. Xerxes says, Steam streaming. It always very cool. It's cool. It really is cool. Except when it's not, as in when it's not working. but you know, let's see. I'm gonna do debug on, let's see, right here. Say change life. I guess it doesn't really matter what it does, but probably gonna create a debug button here. I feel a little stuffy. I should probably go blow my nose instead of sniffling in the stream all day long. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, so real quickly, I'm gonna do pressed on itself, and that's gonna just make the game state player life equals random integer between, I don't know, 0 to, or 1 to 100, maybe. There you go. Let's see if it works. So we have the life display here. I can add cards. We got some animations here, and then I'm going to say change life. Oh, hey, look, it is working. Okay. So now this is working. Some display is working. This is working. I got to make it so that I'm going to do the deck and the trash pile, library. We're almost there, I think. Practically, we have the game here. Cersei's also said, I used to play Grim Dawn on my phone while going to and from classes at college. Wow, it must be really working well for people, for them to use Steam Stream. I wonder, can you do Steam streaming with Steam Deck? Like, for example, if you have your main machine on and you have your Steam Deck, can you cast that way? If you can, that will really make your Steam Deck even more powerful. All right, I blew my nose. I'm here. Let's see. Oh, a bunch of chat stuff going on here. Sandbox says, yeah, surprisingly, a censored word was virtually zero. Lagging, I'm guessing, was virtually zero, but it was noticeable at times, mainly during scenes where a lot of stuff was loaded at once. I wonder what the tech is. I wonder if it's like a purely just like capture screen stream, or if it actually does some sort of game information. Because that would be interesting. Sembach also says, I was though. This kid is legit stupid. Love her, but she's 5. Hey, I mean, you can only be so smart at 5, right? And I was playing for her while simultaneously fighting in the world of Hyper Light Drifter. Overloading your ability to get that extra challenge. I like that, Sandbox. McCory says, lol. Sandbox says, yeah, you can, but I don't see why you would, seeing as the Steam Deck is pretty solid machine of its own. Well, for stuff that is not, I guess, Steam Deck compatible. I don't know. But yeah, you can install third-party apps on SteamOS, IRC, and you can also use Steam Link. That way, I'm pretty sure. I see. That's great. Well, powerful machine. Either way, Life Display is working. I can update the main game state, which I really love. I like using static ref counted variable as the main thing. Though technically, I feel like I should have a helper classes for different aspects. So, for example, even if I say, hey, this is player life, this is blah, 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 blah. If I want to actually update the player life, instead of updating it directly, I would have to call player life helper and then change it that way. Okay. So we have some card UI. We got the life UI. We got to make the deck UI here, which is the deck button. So add a label. And that's just simply going to say this is a deck. And I think I need to do a large text. That's a large number. We're going to create a new label setting. with the Lagarde font. We're going to do that 32. It's going to be white text with black outline for clarity. 1 pixel. Is that going to actually work? No, it won't. 8. There you go. And then we'll put the label on here like that, I guess. And don't make it block anything. Ignore. Perfect. And then we'll add basically the same thing down here, except this one's going to say discard or trash. I'm going to call it trash because discard is a little bit longer. I'll make it perfectly clipped like that. Let's see how that looks. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll shift it by 4 here as well. All right. Sandbox says, well, there are a lot of stuff that Mikori is lolling. Sandbox says also, yeah, it's like screen capture IRC. Oh, hold on. Did I already read that? It's hard to tell sometimes. Xerxes on YouTube is also saying, I know someone put tons of emulations on Steam Deck, like all consoles up to Switch. I actually want to buy Steam Deck mainly because I feel like it's a great machine to like bring to an event or like gaming event or anywhere for like showing your game off. Like if you're a game dev, I think Steam Deck is almost a perfect machine to like carry around your demo, I think. Oh my god. Are we serious right now? Wait, is that still on? Are we serious? Wait, why? Why at this timing? Mikori, why? What's going on here? I don't know if my mic is gonna pick it all up. I haven't practiced. I actually forgot about this completely. Mikori says, just kidding. I refunded it. Don't do it. I'll redeem it later on, lol. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it would have been funny. It's just that I think it would have been very well, you have so many points though. Mikori just redeemed the OG Song of Shame, which is basically back in the day. Because I'm explaining this because obviously you can't see this on YouTube. This is only happening on Twitch. But basically, my channel used to be back when like 20 years ago, used to be those like a singer songwriter like original song type of channel. So I used to post it. Okay, bye Sandbox. Talk to you later. And I showed that. I showed some old videos to the chat, to my own disturbance, I guess. And then we decided that we're gonna have me re-perform some of the songs for a ridiculous amount of points, which, by the way, Mikori just spent and then refunded himself. So not happening right now, but maybe in the future. Thanks for the follow, Robin the Fish. Great. Anyways, hi Chris. I'm trying my best. Thank you for coming over here with the strawberry. Look at us. Mikuri says, "Is it time? Should I do it?" I mean, look, like no shame in you doing it. Honestly, don't feel bad. I know I made you feel bad. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Like honestly, I should have done it. You know, it's lame of me not to do it. You redeemed it, fair and square. You know, who am I to? Who am I to? What do you call? Deny you of your joy. I'm merely a streamer. 45. Who should do whatever my viewer tells me, right? So, my apologies. Mikori says, don't feel bad, even though I made you feel bad. Lol. Yeah, exactly. That's what all your exes tell you, right? Okay. What else? So life reflects. I want to make it so that I can highlight the deck and trash and then click, right? So let's do that. Deck button. I suppose I'll just do a little outline versions of that. Seems like my computer's about to lift off. I might see if I can change the battery setting, power setting here, maybe. Power options, high performance. I'm gonna keep it in high performance, honestly. I'm just gonna turn off some of these things I don't need right now. Okay. Graphic updates. Uh, Xander says, I learned default to be able to make game for the Switch. What's a default? Is there a link? Default Switch. Switch 2 is coming up too, so. Oh, there's an game engine called Default that you can make Switch game with. I thought you have to. The problem is that I tried looking into like, because I was like, oh, you know what? Instead of buying a Steam Deck, I'm gonna use my Switch as my developer like testing demo device, and I was trying to look for the SDK. And in order for you to get the SDK, you need to sign up for an account, and you need to sign up for the account with your game link available. You need a full game before you can get the SDK from Nintendo officially. So I'm surprised that you can do that. That's pretty cool. I wanna put and test my game in Switch. The Switch 2 is gonna be pretty fun. Let's see. We'll do right here, and we'll make a bigger version of it actually. Layer. Oh, maybe I don't have to. I could just let's see. I'll load the palette. And then I'll just highlight it. And we'll call that, whoops, not close, export. We'll call that card back hover. And then this would be click, pressed, export. There you go. We'll save. Go back to Godot here. We're just going to update this. I think it's under sprites, cards, card back cover, and pressed. And we'll do that for both of them. Pressed. Cool. It should work. There it is. Not bad. For absolutely unnecessary reason, I'll also do something interesting here. Let's. No, it's a canvas layer, so I don't think the light will work. Mikori says, "Be careful if you get a Switch 2. That little part for the Joy-Con will be definitely a high break area." Yeah, I know, but I have to get it still, right? Like, or should I wait until they make a fixed version? I think Nintendo hardwares are pretty solid for the most part. Also, very rarely I'm gonna detach that. Mikuri says, "Have you seen the reveal?" Yeah, no, I saw, and I saw some speculation because like the controller, they dock onto something and then they move around like this. That people are saying, "Oh, maybe it is like you can control it like a mouse." And I was like, "Oh, that's an interesting idea. Maybe they do." But I what I like about it right now is that it's completely backwards compatible, and then it will be a lot more powerful when it's docked or something. That's some of the leaks, I think. Xander says, "Get the Switch 2 if you can." Yeah, I'm definitely going to. I think I really want to. I don't see the reason why I wouldn't. Given that I really enjoy Switch 1, the first one, mostly because it really got me playing indie games a lot more. So, which reminds me, I also want to I want to start a new short series that's more TikTok friendly, doing some like indie game suggestion slash review thing. It was like, oh, if you're looking for a more nostalgic game, nostalgia based game, if you're looking for that, try this out, that type of video, because I kind of want to find some new games to play for myself as well. And I think it's a great way to get following and do content at the same time. What is this? Set the edge here, and it has 1 pixel. Just moving it over a little bit. There you go. Great. Another thing we're going to do here on focus entered. I'm going to assume this means that the focus is coming through, right? Or mouse entered, I suppose. For the deck button, I should probably create a script for itself. UI, deck button. And then we'll have another script. Trash button. Oh, shoot. I should probably move it. Gonna worry too much about it, but let's see. Trash button is gonna go to UI. Deck button is already in there. Cool. So what I'm gonna do here on mouse entered, actually. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Cool. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Disconnect. I touched the wrong one. I'm gonna create tween. Probably I don't want to also, so I'll probably have a local tween or active tween. Let's call it active tween. And what I want to do here is if active tween exists, then I'm gonna kill this. And I'm gonna say active tween equals create tween. I think that's okay. Unless I do need to do get tree. Because it's not part of the texture button. Can I do that? Okay. Let me see if that works. I don't think this was gonna put anything in orphan. Xander says, I got kids, so can't for now. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Are you talking about financially or saying that because of the kids you're afraid to get it for yourself because that means it's a kid's toy? Okay, I did just create the tween. I think that's fine, actually. Tween and then active tweens. I'm gonna say tween property self. I think position, honestly. We're gonna say probably something like whatever it is. Anchor position. Oops. Vector 2. I think func ready. Anchor position is going to be the position. Say anchor position plus make it come up a little bit, about let's say 40 and then minus 50, something like that. I feel like that should work. I declared the current scope. Wait, but I did. Var Ecker. Echor. If I know how to spell, that would be great. And then on mouse exit, I'll probably do one of these things. Set trends as trends cubic for that ease in, ease out feel. Something's wrong though. Tween property call expected at least 4 but received 3. Oh, right, duration. Let's say point 1.5 seconds. Probably a good idea. And it's gonna just go back to where it was. Let's see. Let's see how that works. This is a trash button. I did it the wrong direction. That should have been the deck button. Non-existent create tween. T-ween. Look, I got to create T-ween. What the heck? Why didn't break? Why didn't the build break? Manuel says, hello, hi. All right, kind of. It's running away though, the wrong direction. So we'll flip that right here. Minus 40 and 50. And then we'll probably copy that, honestly. No reason not to. Deck button. Just change the direction. Now, this is a copy of the code except this. So technically it should share its script. It's probably cleaner that way. But once again, I'm not known for my cleanliness. I'm known for my quick and dirtiness, which I guess is not a good thing. There you go. Lovely. Yeah. Look at that. Perfect. Good enough. Maybe it should come up a little less. I'm gonna say 48. And then have it come down maybe 35 instead. Same thing here. 35 and maybe 48. There you go. Cool. Trash deck. Add card. Blah, 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 blah. A little bit slow, but it's okay. This works. Looks clean enough. Looks like a game, right? All right. What is it? Zender says the year expensive. They are expensive, yes. Financially, I'm broke. True. Are we all? Especially with kids, I'm sure that is quite a struggle. But I'm sure seeing their smiling face makes it all worth it. But hey, we're in the tech industry. We should be okay, right? For a little bit. Oh man, the inflation is great. Financial and economical environment currently is in a very interesting place. So we'll see. This year's going to be really, really interesting. Generic B says, deck builder for the game jam, eh? Yes, indeed. To be specific, we're making Into the Breach plus Slay the Spire type. This is Pirate Jam that we're working on. And the design right now is to do tactics game, but then the movements are controlled by your deck or your cards. It's going to be interesting. I think conceptually conceptually it's interesting to me. Now, the real challenge, I think, is actually making enough cards for yeah, okay, cool. Anyways, I got distracted because it's like I love seeing these like ease in, ease out animations. It's really fun. I definitely need to make that little graphic portion a little bit bigger, so I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to increase the card size, actually. We'll make it like about 20 pixels larger, so 148. And that means the base card, we're going to increase the base card here. Sprites, cards, base face. We're going to say canvas plus 20. And, oh, wrong direction actually. Layer, no, sprite, canvas, anchor on top, plus 20. And then we're just going to bring this down, right? Like so. And then fill this, boom, and boom. All right, cool. This is good. Export, yes. As updated. Now I'm just going to have to move the description down by 20. And that should be good. Let's see. I might have to move the hand up a little bit or change the, yeah, the card is not coming up all the way, right? So what I'm going to do here is actually bring up the hand UI a little bit. And then I'm going to make it so that the pop-up distance of the hand on highlight, focus index, we're going to say if it's selected, comes to the anchor position up, move to the front. Hold on. Spreading the card. Interesting, it doesn't come up. Weird. I thought I bring it up. Let's go to the card UI. I'm sure it's card UI or something like that. Go to position of mouse, enter, grab focus. And if it has focus, oh, there it is. Displacement, let's make it about like 60. So it comes up more. There you go. A little bit better. I like that. Cool. Feels dramatic. All right, some of the UI stuff is getting taken care of here. I can click on these. They don't do anything, but I can click on it. Let's see. What else? Life updates. I want to do a little bit of toolbar thingy on the relics. So we should make a relic icon, I think. Relic bar. We're going to make a relic icon here, which already takes the resource here. Relic icon, texture rect, relic resource, blah, 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 blah. So relics, resource, bloody finger. Tooltip, we're going to say bloody finger is, we said, simply every additional card player draws this turn a turn. We should probably change this actually so that we can see this better. Export long text or something like that. Well, there's like a hint, export hint I can give to make it change the format. So let me go look it up real quick. I know there is one. Godot export hint. Text lines, I think. Line, I think. Multi-line, export multi-line. All right, let's do that. Export multi-line. There you go. That should allow us to see more of it. Yeah, there is. Every additional card drawn in a turn grants 1 life. Right? That's simple. False idol, I said I'm going to make it so that gain 3 false life. Every turn. I mean, that's essentially an armor, right? Whatever. I'm just going to do this for now. Okay. So I do that. Relic resource is already taken. On hover, I think, of the relic icon, I want to be able to show the tooltip. And I think tooltip should be at the bottom. Say color rect. We have the 32 by 32. I think the icon is already 32 by 32, I believe. Right here. So we're going to put this at the anchor position bottom. Bottom left, actually. Bottom left. I don't know why it's anchoring there. Bottom left is down here. 32 by 32. Shrink, expand. Whatever, I'm just going to put it down over here. Position is going to be 32. And then Probably going to do something like this with a little bit of transparency. A little bit of transparency. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then put label in it. And I say label should be layout, anchor position, full rect, but I actually kind of wanted to expand the panel as it gets longer, right? Okay, so I think might have to do a container thing. Let's say if I do panel, for example, then if I put a label under it, and panel is full rect. This is also full rect. UI is always a little confusing, honestly. I'm not a huge fan, so to speak. But I'm sure eventually I'm gonna figure it out. I feel like it has to do with the container sizing, honestly. Let's figure this out. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do it manually, which I would hate to do. So for example, maybe it needs to be set X, but then the Y changes. I've done something like this before, I think. All X to dev says, hey, another fellow X engineer and now full-time game dev? Yes, that is me. That is us. We got a lot of us here. And more, I think, especially with the recent, should I say, the political environment of how the big tech is influencing the world, I think more and more people are being kind of disillusioned with it. I was early in my departure. Surviving here. So 2 years actually post big tech at the moment. Just trying to make it work. It's not terrible, I will have to say. It's not terrible. Could be better, but it's not terrible. Let's see. Panel container. Container that keeps its child controls within the area of the style box. Okay. I wonder if flow container. Container that arranges its child controls horizontally or vertically and reps them. Maybe I need the flow container. Feel like it might be flow container. Let's see how this works out, shall we? So color rect, I can be like, hey, color rect is just expand, and then no, I don't think it works like that. I have to be like this, and then color rect is the sizer, so this will go instead of position, needs to go 32Y, and then it'll have custom min of 100 and then 50, for example. And flow container will go for full rect down here. And then I think label can trim word and give it a minimum of 100. It's not clear. It's not clear. Panel that resizes with the content. I've done this before on my dialog boxes, so it's a matter of figuring it out, but it's kind of annoying that this is happening. Anshi main, hey Anshi. Welcome back. It's been a while. Chris says, what's your goal with this? Goal with what? This game specifically? It's just pirate game. It's game jam. I mean, I want to release something. I want to make a video. I want to make the game, get it reviewed, test it, have fun, learn something, and kind of relevant because I am trying to make the final version of the deck builder tutorial too. So it's kind of a review. But at the end of the day, It helps with the channel if I can be like, if I can have a video that's like, hey, I did a game jam. This is what I made. It ranked at a certain point. You know, at the end of the day, I'm trying to get experience. And another thing is like, if it is fun, which aside from game jam and content, I like the idea of the game. So if it's fun, I do want to release it. Um, that's always a goal. Bottom line, I do want to release a game that I can like sell or share. So if you're asking, what's the goal? That's my goal. Generic says, I hate the control UI nodes. Feels like old HTML and Dreamweaver from. It kind of feels like that. Flexbox a little bit, bunch of divs, similar. Ashamin says, wouldn't a container box, I don't know if that was the name, of some sort help with the resized text content? It might. I mean, I figured this out at some point, so we'll have to see. Let me see. Container. I feel like I used something before that it just kind of grew with the content. And it's really hard to tell what's going to do what. I don't know if I had to control the minimum sizing. Um, Anshime says Dreamweaver is like cursing. Dreamweaver is like cursing. Is it? Generic says yes, 100% is like cursing. Dreamweaver when it was out, it was pretty amazing though. Um, I used to really love Flash based websites a lot of, in my younger days because those were the fun websites, right? Uh, Leandro says, "Hello, I'm trying to get inspiration to participate on this jam." Well, here's what we're doing. The dog actually helps. It kind of forces because the pirate gem is telling you have to create a game design doc, and I keep saying this. It's like initially I didn't like it, but the fact is that a lot of the things you do in the game design doc is a thought thinking that you're gonna have to do it anyways, except more organized. So it's not terrible. But yeah, right now I'm making a tactics card game, and I'm doing something here. I forgot what it was, but I'm doing something. I'm not gonna think too much on this actually. I'm just gonna do color rect here. I'm just gonna set the size. Set the size, and then I'll say it's like 100 by 200, or actually 200 by 150. Put this as a anchor of full rect, and then I'll display the text up here, center, actually left hand center. How about that? And I'll just kind of move this a little bit, position to be like 20, I don't know, and then make this 80 or 150. Was it 150? Container sizing is 200. Okay, so let's say we give it a margin of 20 on both sides. 200 minus 40 is 160 here, which means I can reset the size of the label. And container Y, I'll just have a no minimum size here. And this doesn't have container sizing. I mean, that's the issue. Anchor. I mean, I can say growth direction is bottom, but it's not going to really work, is it? Let me change this. I feel like I can find it. It's not going to be scroll. Interesting. Strangely enough, box container does grow with this child. Um, but this is going to be just part of the elements. So if I wanna, let's see if it has some sort of paneling or just a theme. So this grows with the child. What about panel? Container that keeps its child control within the area of the style box. Let's see, panel container. Let's see what it looks like with the label. Okay, it seems like panel container also grows with this child. So I guess panel container is way to go, huh? And then what if I do color rect within it? Is it going to try to overlay? Oh, that kind of works. Instead of using color rect, let's look at its style box. We can say style box flat, I suppose. I can give it a background color like that. Yep. And then I suppose border left, let's say it's like 20. And then right is also 20. Top will be 10, 10. Okay. It is panel container. All right, guys, if you want your container with certain style to grow with your child node, it's panel container. Oh, Chris gave us the answer already. Chris says, I think you want a panel container, and you are right. I like how every time Chris suggests something, I'm like trying to figure things out. I'm like focus on it, and I look at the chat. Chris already has the answer. Lesson is look down at what Chris says every now and then. Oh, this is pretty cool. So I could even like do one of these things. If I do this, instead of saying margin, I could actually have an outline. So I could be like, boop, boop, boop. Right here, we can have like a little yellowish border. I don't know what blend does. Ooh. You know what? Pretty. I got it. I like that. And then background, maybe we'll make it a little bit harder. Fruit Superman says, hi guys, how's life? Life is good. We're still working on our jam. Epion on YouTube is saying, nice to see another deck building vid. Just finished the other tutorial ones. Great. This is like me testing myself in a way. I'm working on, for context, Epion, I'm working on the Pirates Game Jam. And the game idea we came up with, well, I came up with, I don't know how much is my idea or group idea, is it's going to be a tactics deck builder game. So kind of reviewing my deck builder tutorial and lessons I learned from it. So after this, hopefully it'll be a piece of cake for me to start another uh, final, the one video full on, okay, this is less of a discovery, but I actually know what I'm doing now tutorial um, video after this, based on this, I think. Description label setting. Da, 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 da. Here it is. Sharing that a little bit of margin issue, but I think it's okay. Not gonna worry too much about this. Maybe this can be 166. And this one, no, actually, I'm just gonna leave this alone, honestly. Okay, little tooltip thing. I'm gonna move it by 32 here. Maybe move it over like this. Let's see what that looks like on the main. Okay, that's a little bit wide. I think I want it to be about this big, so I'll chop it off a little bit. Let's chop off the size of the label to be like 140, 120. There, 140. Let's see what that looks like. Eh, what the? There. Okay. On the main. That looks a little bit more acceptable, I think. I think I can lower this a little bit more. Lower, a little bit to the right. Great. All right. Relic bar, relic icon. Hide this. Boom. We'll say relic icon on mouse entered. Probably do hover effect. Container visible equals true. And then this is actually if it works, it works, as I keep saying. When I say that, when I say if it works while doing something that's egregious, it's just kind of a comfort for myself rather than anyone else. All right, look at that. Little tool tip of some sort. All right, now we just need to reflect the actual thing, actual tooltip. That's to say on relic resource, we want to say this label text equals relic dot relic tooltip. Boom, done, right? Epion says, there are no original ideas after all. I'm rooting for you. Thank you. Kind of works. Gain 3 false life every turn. Da, da, da. Okay, so I'm going to change that arbitrary cutoff to now smart. Thanks for rooting for me. It's means a lot. I do hope it does okay, at least, if not well. I'll make it centered, actually. And then instead of arbitrary, we'll do the word smart. Bam. Fruit Superman says, hi guys, how's life? What version you're using? Version of 4.3 stable, whatever that means. All right, gain 3 false life every turn. Every additional card drawn in a turn grants. It should be grants. Relic, resource, bloody finger. Hey, wait, I did grants. What the heck? Oh, that's not grant 3. It's grants 1 life. Okay, cool. Kind of working. Sorta working, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should give it a more margin. I wonder if there's a margin option for the style box instead of being a border. Ooh, yeah. There is a margin. I love that. Beautiful. Let's see. Yes. Okay, so border is 2 pixel. I'm gonna give 10 pixel margin. Honestly, it's a little too tight. Bam. Okay, hide it. Oh, beautiful. I feel like it needs to shift a little bit more. So I'm going to move it over a little bit. Yeah. That feels a little bit better. Okay. Cool. Maybe put it down a tad bit so it aligns better. There you go. Cool. Uh-huh. Next up, what do we have here? We have the relics. We have the resource. We got the UI for the relic UI done. We have the UI for life done. We have a UI for the card. I think the only thing remaining now is actual implementation of the game, which I've been avoiding. So I'm gonna say the UI, card hand UI, and just general other UI. I think that's the only thing here. Character movement, AI movement, movement by card, recycle. These are all functionalities, like gameplay functionalities. Shop, victory, relics implementation, all these things. So we would say relic UI based on resource, which is coding. It's finished. And then 36, we're going to have life display UI based on player life data, which is done. We got card hand UI, this thing. Just general UI for gameplay. just going to be the rest. It's done here. And then now, I think, let's see. We can do a little walk animation. I guess we should make our characters first before we do the little, what do you call, card implementation, I want to say. So we'll do, let's work on our walk and action animation via the tween or the animation. And then we'll work on the character movement. I think that's appropriate. But before all that, I'm going to take a bathroom break real quick here. Let's see. Chris says card highlight? No. I decided that I'm not going to do that. I guess I could, but I feel like it's kind of clear what is being highlighted, no? I don't know. I don't know. Sure. Chris, you're maybe that's the last polish. There are some polish thing that I'm putting it off, but I don't think it's part of the minimum viable product for me. You know, maybe. I actually want to do the implementation first of the actual gameplay. So I'll get around to it. But thanks for the suggestion. Fruit Superman says no cart fanning. I know. It's for simplicity, okay? It's for simplicity. Stop. I'm back. All right. Ezra Doko. What? What's Doko? Hi, Void. What do you mean? What do you mean, Ezra Doko? What does that mean? Anyways, okay. All right, let's do a character. New folder, character. Thanks for the follow, Newts. Haha. I'm pretty sure I read that right. X Newts X. Same thing as Newts, right? Okay. We're gonna create a scene, probably a character scene, I would think. Character body. Character body. Scene name is probably gonna be a base character, because every character needs movement. And it's probably going to have a sprite, animated sprite, regular sprite. It doesn't really matter to me. We'll do animated sprite, for example. We're going to have character here, sprites, blood mage. I think it's 64 by 64. Boop, 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 boop. Bam, default. No different animations, just straight up. Oh. 9. All right. This is good. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna line them up for it to look actually decent, but we'll figure that out eventually. Element layer here. We got character. We got base character here. I think we're gonna have them float around like this. Might have to actually represent these graph or represent this grid as a 2D array as a separate data in order to do some basic pathfinding and stuff like that. Newt says, came over from your YouTube channel. Oh, great. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for following along. Our, oh, Doko. Ah, right. Right. Ezra was on a bathroom break, if you must know. Chris just giving the strawberry face on my decision to pull all the stops to not do work. But it is what it is, okay? All right. Few things I'm going to do. I'm going to do a generally, not generically, generally applicable tweening animation, right? I've done this on my last game jam for GMTK1. And I think it kind of works. It's kind of cute. It's not too crazy. Action versus, I guess, like walk, for example. The problem is maybe I do want to do some sort of like flashing colors, for example. Can I mask? Or should that be a filter? Hmm. All right. Simple. You kind of saw what I was gonna do here. All right. So we're gonna have an action, some property. We'll do. Let's see. What happens if I modulate this? Will that actually work? Transform, visibility, modulate. Yeah, it does. Great. Okay. I think I could work with that actually. So if we go full saturation, modulate between these two, tweening modulate. So maybe I'll have a script here, character script. And base character has let's call it, I don't know. Fruit Superman says, will each tile be separate node? It won't be, actually. Right now, the way it's laid out is using tile map layer, and I just laid it out. And it's a single node called tile map layer. In implementation, in reality, unless I want to really take a shortcut, I'm probably going to represent each of the grid in the data as just kind of like 2D array of tile information. And I think that's kind of the thinnest way to represent it. And it's the best, I think it's like the simplest way to see if like, does this tile have something or not, you know? So, and it's not so big that I have to do like sparse array implementation with hash map. I can just use like straight up array for simplicity. I wanted to say base character is going to have flash for action, maybe. And probably we're going to create a tween of property, tween property itself, and property called modulate. And final value probably should scan through different things. So we're going to go the value of this, which I think I can do that. And then reach that really quickly, right? So that's going to be like 0.05. And we're going to do several of these probably. Or var tween equals create tween. Let's say I flash through. Hopefully that works. Chris says you could add another tilemap layer for placing the character as seen. Character as seen. But why would I have to do a second layer for that? Hey, Freddy. What's wrong with it being a child of the base layer? Is there benefit to doing something else? I'd love to know. Let's see what this looks like. We'll just simply call it. Doesn't do it. Get out of here. I don't need an animation player here. Let's say flash for action. Character body needs a collision shape. Sure, I could do that. Just gonna be. Doesn't really matter. I don't actually want to give a collision shape, but because collision really doesn't matter for tile-based characters. Like, all I care for is moving it. But it is what it is. For now, let's do that. I just want to test. Calling this. Let's try that actually. Main. I'll add one more debug button. Debug character flash. And then I'll put that down over here. Attach a script under debug. Create that. Not that class name for this matters, but I'm doing everything I am. Just want to see it. Flash for action. I feel like the color has changed. But I guess, let me see. It happened really quickly. Let me do it slowly and see what that looks like. And then maybe I should bring it back to normal. Modulate. Oh, it's just different because of this. Let's see. No, nothing. Tween property, tween property. Is it because I didn't do set trends? I feel like I shouldn't worry about that, right? Like I don't have to set trends for every one of them for it to know how to function. Chris says, well, the tile map layer would handle positioning automatically and save where all our characters are standing. Yeah. So, long time ago, before tile map layer was a thing, I did make a isometric tile map game for just like random challenge. This one right here. Oh, weird. Anyways, so this one, the way I implemented it is I did use this. I did use a tile map function. I even used the physics layer with it. I don't remember what issues I had. I feel like I had some issues. But maybe not. I still don't understand why it needs to be a separate tile map. Even if I use the character's position on the tile, are you saying draw the character as part of the tile map? Set trends on null value. Oh, null. Hello. Wait, what? Tween property is a real thing. It can create tween. Why is this null? Hello? Tween exist. Does tween property doesn't... Oh, I thought... Oh, I guess you just do that, huh? So why is it not tweening the modulate here? This is doing it fine. This is even a example for it. Trans sign. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why tween property is returning null. Like, does it not like this value? Debs for Jesus says it's tween equals get tree get create tween. So if you just do create tween instead of doing get tree, it's same as doing get tree create tween and bind node self, meaning it's making an instance of the tween that's bound to this thing, meaning that tween gets destroyed on free along with the character. So it should be the same, I think. I don't know. Also, I use it on other things, so I'm not sure. Weird. Weird. It's over here. This is saying, hey, you can't do that on null value. That's funny. Really? Modulate's here. I can do it. Oh, maybe I need to. Maybe it needs to be a color value. It might be a wrong value, honestly. Color from hex, or can I do that? Color from hex. Color hex 64. Yes. Okay. That's what that is. That's what that is. It's because it's not a number, or it's not the integer value that it's looking for. It's the color value it's looking for. So instead of actually failing, it just said, well, I mean, I can't assign that variant on this. It doesn't work. So I'm just going to silently fail. I bet output was freaking out or something. Okay, that makes more sense. When in doubt, check the value. Oh, okay. Well, not what I wanted, but it's probably because of the alpha value is missing on 64. First Superman says you can add the set trans value after the create tween. Oh, for the entire thing instead of doing it one at a time. Sure, why not? Makes a little difference for me at the moment, but oh, it's still going invisible. It's because of the sign. Because sign means it's going to the 0 and then going back there. So I think kind of want a little bit of like bouncy. Elastic actually overshoots the value and then comes back to it. I want to see what that looks like here. Shall we? Oh, it still goes away. Where are you going? Why is it going through the 0? Hold up. I'm so confused. Linear. Modulate. We're not touching the alpha value. And it should be FF because we don't want it to be ever 0. So we're going from FF to that. One, two, three, 4. Weird. All right, hold on. You can add the set trends after create tween. I think it must be a string. Are you saying the color value needs to be a string? I don't know. I mean, this takes an int, and this is an int. Literally. Well, I mean, when in doubt, I can always do just straight up like that. Red. So I'm not working with any potential issue for myself. There you go. All right. I think we want to do this rapidly, right? Really quick. Even faster. Even faster. Can I loop? Number of loops, less than 10. There you go. All right, cool. Let's see. Probably should come back to normal though. At some point. Only thing about the modulate is that it can't go brighter. So I might have to change some of that. Instead of using modulate, I might have to do mask. A little bit too fast, actually. We want to do 4 times, and we'll make it about 8 seconds. And I want this to be short-lived. There you go. Good enough. It can be more flashy, I'm sure. Let's see. How about this? I'm going to put a mask. There might be a better way to do this. Let's see. How about a silhouette? It goes boom, like big fade away, right? I feel like I should be able to do that. Not sure if that needs to be done via shader. Let's try it out. So what am I looking for? So we're going to create a new shader on the character. What I want to do, so I want to take the texture. So for example, I want the color. So we got the UV. And if we are, let's say, multiplier, if we have a uniform fade multiplier, think, hold on, it should be a number. It should be like float. And then that's like, let's say 1.2. Let me think about this. So if I do 1.2 here, so with center as a center instead of 0, 0 here, I'm thinking, I'm checking the texture, copy source, color source, color copy source will be texture of the actual texture I'm looking at on the UV position, right? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm thinking. Paint. Chris says should add an export for blink speed. That's a good idea. Blink speed. Um, hold on, besides that, thinking, so like we got UV here, 0, 0. And we got this, for example, right? 0.5. And if I say, hey, I want to copy this at some multiply position, right? If I'm multiplying it, if I'm blowing it up, like I want to blow it up like this. If I'm, well, at the center is a little bit tricky, but let me see. Instead of using center, I'll use something else. So if I have a point here, some UV vector, and I want to, blowing it up means I want to go towards this way, a certain certain multiplier. That means when I'm observing this point, for example, I need a very specific number here. So it needs to go diagonal, meaning 45 degrees. It's okay. So if we look at it, we got a original UV, and then we're going over here at 45 degrees, right? I'm sure there's already a thing for it. Maybe that's better. Maybe I should just copy and paste instead of trying to do this. Also, there is an easier way to do this instead of doing this. You know what? There's no reason to do this as a shader. I mean, eventually I'll figure it out, right? I swear I know how to figure this out. But I feel like there's an easier way to do this, which is this. Okay, look. All right, stay with me here. It's sprite, which is animated sprite 2D. And we're going to grab this right here. Right. And you know what? Even this doesn't even need to do that. I can create a new thing called flasher. So let's say we have a sprite 2D here. And I call this the flasher. And I'm going to create a VFX. I guess I should create one. the idea, I think, is the flasher will take some source, bar source texture. Yes. Source texture. And then the material for the flasher. All right, this is all going to make sense. I can't talk through this right now because I'm thinking about this real quick. This makes sense in my head. I have a plan, okay? I do have a plan. Is it a good plan? I'm not really sure actually. If I guess I should do texture of the UV A is greater than 0, then color it to be the mask color. And this could be not even. I could just color that to white and use modulate. Wait. If, oh, I need to surround this. Colon, oh, whoops. Ah! Formats. Okay. And then mask color could be white. All right. So for example, over here, funk unready, I could put, no, I shouldn't do that here. On tween, I think the first thing that needs to happen before the tween executes is grab the still frame, get image or something like that, I think. There's a function where I can grab the current texture of the animated sprite, I think. Animation. There has to be something here. Get playing speed is playing, pause, play. Frame progress. These are signals. Chris says shader code. Ah, kill me now. Chris says should add an export for blank speed. Did you know if you drag a node into your script while holding control, it automatically creates? I knew something about that. I keep forgetting which button it is. Somebody keep telling me. You're not the first one to tell me this, but I keep forgetting every time. So now I know. Now I know for sure. Okay, we can get the frame number. I'm pretty sure you can get the sprite frame. Okay, yeah, here it is. Sprite frame. Sprite frame resource containing animation allows you to option to load, edit, clear, make unique, and save the states of the sprite frame. Maybe it is. Sprite frames, library, add frame, get frame texture. Yes, get frame texture. Okay. So for example, animated sprite, sprite frames, and then I can say get frame texture, and then I can say current frame, I think. frame. Yeah. And that will be the snapshot texture. And then I can give that to the flesher. I don't need the source. I probably don't even need the thing. Hold on. Too few arguments. Why? I need the animation. Oh, shoot. Animation and the frame. So we got the snapshot here. And I'm just simply going to turn this on. And I'm going to make it so that this one triggers on visibility change. That's not what I was trying to do. Hello? Oh, disconnect. Whoops. All right, well. All right. Visibility changed. When visibility, if visible, then, because it's going to be white, right? That material, that shader is taking whatever texture it has and washing it to be white. So then whatever color I assign to the modulate for this will be the color of the flasher. And this flasher also could be positioned and what we call transformed. So for example, I could do 1.2 and then so the scale, whoops, where is it? It's somewhere in here. There's a position of it. I guess it's in the center. It's in the center and it's blown up, so it's going to be a little bit bigger and it's going to be in front of the animated sprite, so it covers it. And we will change its modulate. So we'll say if it is visible, we'll create a tween and tween property. And we're going to self the property. And then what do you call the modulate? And we'll flash color. I don't know. Go to like yellow, something bright yellow, I guess. Green yellow. And do that for like 0.5. Or do it instantly, I guess. Oh no, I'm gonna set this actually. On visible, immediately we're gonna set the modulate value to be color green, yellow, and we're gonna modulate back down to color. Let's see, say X, which takes in this. So we'll do this. Instead of that, we're gonna bring it down to probably 0, 0. Honestly, I don't know. Actually, color yellow is this, so we'll do this. You know what? Whatever. We'll do export var flash color, and that's gonna be the color of something. We're gonna say we'll set it to flash color, and then we're gonna come back down to the color. I suppose we should do. How do I make a new color of the color with alpha value different? I think I can do that. Color dot new. Can I do that? From color and alpha of 0. So we're fading out after flashing, right? And then all right, hold on. Let me cook. If the tween is done, we're gonna set our visibility to false here. Like, as soon as it comes on, flashes a color, fades out. It's double the size. So that, I think that should work. Oh my god, deep squat. All right, time to deep squat. Well, let me test this real quick. Almost. Hold on. I think it kind of worked. Let me make this real big. 2. It's definitely not green, so... Oh, wait, flash color. I gotta change the flash color here. Let's do it to this. Okay. Not quite. Idea is there. Tween property. Maybe it needs to be like set trans as cubic. 0.5 seconds. Didn't quite. It's set. Maybe I need to change the mask color. Okay. Let's do that. Instead of tween being modulate, we'll tween the shader parameter. Okay. Yes. Hold on. Okay. Unvisible. It's going to say set shade, or what is it? Shader param. I'm gonna do. Okay, fine. Let me do the deep squat first, but I got the idea at least. My computer's about to lift off. But here comes the deep squat. Real quick. As is the tradition. So if you use the 1100 points, you get to make me do some deep squats. Oh. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Oh, 9, 10, 11, 12? 12? 12? I don't know. I lost count. I think that's 12. All right, trust me. Trust me, bro. That was 12. I promise. I'm not cheating you guys. But yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna try to figure this out. Okay, so we got the material set shader. Trust me, never. As always. Are you serious? Another one? As always, Imani, is that your name? Thanks for the follow. It was at least 10. Oh my god. Come on, man. Thanks for the follow, Imani. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, all right, now we can develop. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Imani, you got it right. Okay, good. Imani. Well, thanks for the follow. It's always good to have you. Have you as in anyone here, viewer? All right. So I was trying to make it flash and then fade away real quickly. I gotta figure out shader params. It doesn't autofill, so let me see. Shader params set Godot. I never remember it. 3.5. Actually, this is probably the better doc. Whew, hydrate, thanks. Mikori is giving the stick and a carrot method. I've also worked out today, so I don't think there's a moment that I'm not anymore. Okay, it's just simply Set and get shader parameter. Okay, whew. Set shader parameter. Thanks for the follow. Issy Race. Always correct me if I'm wrong in saying your name. Mask color, I think. Mask color. Get it? Anyways. Flash color. And I wonder if I can modulate a... Hold on. Tween property, Godot, nested property. Can I do that? How to use tween in different properties. Oh, I think I can do callback, right? Tween call. Hold on. Tween shader parameter Godot. Somebody had to have done this. Tween get tree create tween method set shader value. Okay, cool. Excuse me. Yeah, I need my own function. Okay, func set shader value. And that's gonna do this. Yes. Almost there. Color. And it's gonna be like this. And then I'll do set shader value of the flash color. I don't need that. Modulate stays the same. Color. Mask color is underscore. Pascapelaja says nested properties with colon, I believe. You can do that? Is that actually a thing I can do? Like I can be like blah 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 d blah blah blah. But it's not a property, it's a method call, so this is fair actually. Set shader. So I think I can do tween method call or something like that. Method. There we go. And the method call is set shader value. And it's going to go from color or flash color to this. And we'll do that in 0.3 seconds. For example, and I'll get rid of this real quick. That's fine, actually. Set shader value. This might need to be fixed, actually. Colon here. I don't need that. Let's see how that works out. Mikori says, haha, yes. Mikori really does enjoy making me work here. I hope you're paying attention to your class. What happened? I thought you were in your class right now. Huh, funny. I'm just kidding, but you should really pay attention to your class if you can. What are you learning right now? What class is it? I feel like I did something funky here. It's okay. There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay. A 2 is a little bit too much. I think I do want to do also. Can I do parallel tween, or if I want to tween something at the same time, two different properties at the same time, do I need to make a separate tween for it? Do I need to create 2 tweens? I'm just gonna do this right quick. I'm gonna create tween property self. Property is gonna be scale. It's gonna go from final will be 1. And then duration is gonna be 0.3. And the value will start from 2. How about that? Something's wrong. Oh, it should be, whoops, vector 2 1, 1. There should be vector 2, 2, 2. Let's see. Boom. There is a parallel or set parallel. Okay. Kind of works. We'll make it 2 here. Okay, so apparently I can do set parallel. There is, or set parallel true. Var tween equals create tween. I want to see tween, tween, parallel. This barrier can be changed using parallel and set parallel. When tweener is created with one of the tween method. All right, let's see. Parallel. Next tweener run parallel to previous one. Okay, cool. Let's do that. So we do this. Where is it? Flasher. Tween. Parallel. Beautiful. All right. I think. Yeah. So we go boom, boom. All right. I like it to be set trans to be cubic for ease in and ease out effect. So it's like more like as opposed to boom, boom. It feels too digital, right? It feels like old school sci-fi. Okay, it's a little bit better. Oh, the flash is gone. The second time around, it doesn't work. Why? Because the flasher becomes invisible. Right. Oh, no, it's because... No, but then I have the flash color going from this to this. Goes from full color in parallel, reduces. I wonder if it does get executed twice. Here. I have a feeling it has to do with the alpha. We'll see. Oh yeah, second time around it's not coming in here. Oh, it's because I never turned it off. Wait, tween, finished. And then we'll say visible equals false. All right, cool. Should work. Mikori says, I'm in class, but we're just learning about strings and lists in Python. Oh, just basic in the beginning. Still fun. Okay. I think what I'm going to do now, instead of 0.2, I'm going to make it, let's see. I'll come over here, and I want to make the starting flash color to be slightly alpha'd. And then maybe... Okay, maybe it needs to be slightly smaller. I think double the size is a little bit too much. 5, 1.5. The fleshing of the character, make it 3 loops, and blink speed 1. A little bit slower. That's still too much, I think. 2. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to have the animation auto running real quick, so I see what it looks like with the animation. Okay. Call it done. That's the action animation, y'all. Easy peasy. Hey, don't ask me. That's all I need right now. I'm happy with that. We can change life. We can add cards, animation, animation. Click, 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 click. Hold on just a second. I need to mute myself. I got a guest. Let me see. Hello, hello. All right. Okay. We're pretty much done with our game jam here. I might be able to actually join the other game jam after this one, huh? How about that? Do we have any hopes in that? I just need to finish this. Let me see. Pirate Jam. So we have 6 days. Not bad. And was that other one? Here, let me see. Freddie shared it with me. The big mode jam. And then there's a global jam. The Blood Mage shared. And this one already started. 9 days. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Little. What do you call 'em? Dang. I'm having some sort of issue. It's little. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I'm forgetting English words. It's not even a hard word. You know the word that's like. It's like. Oh, it's little. Like it's like pushing yourself. It's like, oh, can you actually do it? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. Not ostentatious, not auspicious. This is gonna bother me. Not anticipation. Oh my gosh. Little. Oh my goodness. Ambitious. How did I forget the word ambitious? It's little ambitious. Oh my gosh. I am worried for my brain, I must say. Okay. All right, next. Walking animation. For walk, we've done this before, I think. I think we're gonna just go book, 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 like that. Okay. We're just gonna squeeze. We're just gonna squeeze the characters like that. Walk. This might work negatively with the flasher, but we'll see. So property scale, I think. So we're looking at the key. Dun, dun, dun. It's like a little bounce. So that's what we're looking for. So slight positioning and slight scaling. Thanks for the follow, Igalanga. Welcome to the fold. Even though that's not what we officially call this, but either way, thanks for the follow. Ambitious. Gosh, that's going to bother me. The fact that I really struggle with that one. It's crazy. Anyways, so let's see. Insert key, insert key. Suppose we should do it by the frames here. And I think it shouldn't be too long. It'll be do, right? So it'll be about 15 frames. I'm thinking it's going to go squeeze on the first frame, right? So squeeze on the scale. So it's going to go y equals point, I guess, 8, something like that. Gotta break this though. And then this is going to, we're going to move it down a little bit. So like go like this, right? So like this, we'll key that in. Transform position is going to get keyed. Wait, how are we going to do that? Why is it not in here? It's right here. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. Hello? I guess move it down by like 4 pixels here. Doop, bam, right? Where we want the motion to be cubic for the cutesy feel, and it's continuous. It's gonna go squeeze. Maybe it needs to go from the normal to squeeze in a 2 frame. So we're going to go from normal, 1, and position 0. So it's going to go boom, boom, boom. Wait, hold on. We go from here, 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 spring up quickly. So that's going to be, we're going to get narrow as it stretches out. We've done this before. We'll say 1.1 on Y, and then we'll do 1.9 on X. Oops. Yeah. And then it's going to float up a little bit. So it's -2 here. So we'll go like that. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe we'll move it up a little more, like 7. Chris says, you can put the animation player by clicking the pin icon at the top right. Huh? Then, oh, this. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, that's very helpful. Bounce. And then we're going to restore to normal. 1. And then position 0. Oh, that's super fast. We're probably going to stretch it out a little bit. Like that, maybe? There you go. There you go. Spring. Okay, maybe a little bit faster squeeze. Love it. I want the burst to be a little bit faster. There you go. And good snap. And generally speaking, boom, there you go. That's walk animation. You know what? Done. Walk animation, done. Boom. And then just play that over and over again, right? So if we repeat that, what happens? There you go. There you go. uh, let's see. Maybe make it like 8. Oh my gosh. 10. 11. All right. Not that. Okay, cool. Feels like it's walking, okay? Good enough. Good enough for me. Base character is walking now. We can make it do little flash action, right? I'm gonna say animation is done for now. For now. Good enough, right? I think that looks pretty polished. Um, what's up next? Hold on, I do need to text someone actually. There, if we head over now for. Oh yes, sorry, I'm streaming. Can come in and come my door. There you go. I'm expecting people here. Maybe when they come, I'll when my guests come, I'll end the stream. We'll see. Okay, now we got to do character movement on tile. So we have main here, and I suppose we want a debug item here real quick. Debug move. This is gonna be a little bit more complicated, but it's okay, I think. It'll just go boop, boop, boop. It'll just move onto different spots on the tile and play that animation once per movement. What else? How long has... Oh, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Actually, I think this might be a good stopping point, honestly. Well, look, I know I always do my end of the stream very quickly and suddenly. But you can't blame a man for figuring things out. Thanks for watching, everyone. I think, let's see. Well, I keep going to Hypnotic during this time because Hypnotic is also working on the jam, and we're jamming right now. So I think it's about right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I think I'm going to send you over to Hypnotic real quick. Eventually, I'm going to send you over to other people as well. Sorry, Don, if you're listening. Um, no hard feelings. It's just topical. So yeah. Mikori's like, no, keep going. As always, Imene says, it was fun. Great. I hope to see you guys again. I do want to keep going. I will come back, but I do have somebody that I'm anticipating to come here. And I also want to kind of take a break. You know, I do need to eat and all that. So we're going to start right here. Hop on, everyone. It's been fun. We're going to keep going. I will finish this game. As you can see, I do work offline as well. So if you have any questions about anything, obviously, come to our Discord, chat it up, and we'll have a great time. Bye, Zender. Thank you. Good night. Good night, Zender. And here we go. Bye. Oh my God.